500 hours of self-help content and I'm still broke. Sound familiar? You're not alone. That's exactly why I started the Shorty Logic podcast. We cut through the motivational fluff and have real conversations about accountability, self-improvement, and building better relationships. No perfect life gurus here, just honest discussions that actually challenge your thinking. Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, we're live on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok with thought-provoking conversations that broaden your perspective. Join us for discussions that go beyond surface-level advice and dive into what actually creates lasting change. Because consuming content isn't the same as transforming your life.
What up, everyone? Hey, I'm feeling better last week, y'all. I ain't sick no more. I was dying last week. I was almost to the upper room. But anyway, this is Shorty Logic Podcast. I'm Shorty Logic, your CEO. You know, your one and only. Here are my amazing, talented co-hosts tonight. Go ahead and do yourselves.
He's full of hot air, ain't he, y'all? Well, this is blessed. I just want to say hey to everybody. Hope y'all had a wonderful week. Enjoyed your Valentine's and everything else that went on this past weekend.
Yes, what's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? It's the MD. I'm busy making candles. I'm busy doing all kinds of things, tending to what they say, mind the business that pays you. That's what I'm doing.
What's up, everybody? You got Sarge in the dark. Can't see nothing. Going home.
So we just gonna let's talk about it. You know, the first thing though, Miss MD came with me with this first. So we're gonna start with this first. I'm going to put it on up there. How church children grow up to become drug dealers, or call it from church trapping, for church children to grow up and to become pimps, and from pimping bitches.
From praising to pimping.
Well, I said that. Praising the pimping. You know what I'm saying? So how? So what made you come up think about that, Miss MD?
Well, I mean, because it happens. And then I always say it about myself. I'd be like, 'cause I'm a pimp. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, I was raised in the church, but it's like, I mean, it's some thugs in the church. And I mean, you get like a quality education. You know what I'm saying? You learn things. You better not fuck up that count and that tithing bucket. It's like you learn things. But it's a lot of gangsters in the church, But no, that's just something that I always say about myself.
Yeah. But you know what? The crazy part is a lot of times, it does happen a lot. People who grow up at church who, what you call it, preacher kids. Well, a lot of times because they have been so sheltered, they couldn't do nothing, and the first thing they want to do is go through the fucked up shit. That's what I've seen.
That's true too. Very true. They always say PKs are the worst, you know what I'm saying? Preachers' kids are the worst, but I don't feel like that was me. But then again, it's like among my siblings, I'm probably the most worldly, I guess you can say, but I don't know. I don't even consider myself overly worldly, so I can't say that. I can't really say that. Like that was the first thing that I did. Like I took off and went to, you start clubbing and you start, I did party when I was in college. I felt like that was appropriate though. I felt like it was the most appropriate time to, I guess like they say, sowing your royal oats and things like that. But I definitely was there to get an education first. I don't know. I have that kind of makeup in me. It's like I am going to take care of my business first. and then I party. You know what I'm saying? Then, but I mean, I did experience some things. I definitely have spent, plenty of time. I was turned on to weed and stuff like that. I wasn't raised around any of that. Like my parents didn't even cuss, so there was no drinking. There was no, I didn't even know what weed was until I was, oh my God, like I was almost a senior in high school before I even knew what weed was. So I definitely spent my time, I guess in the world. My musical taste definitely was much more secular growing up because golly, from a child to my adolescence, it was like everything was church music, everything was gospel, which don't get me wrong, I appreciate that because, truthfully, that is my foundation. But
I'm a heathen.
But
I'm a heathen.
I mean, people might look at me like that and be like, your ass is a heathen. Because I mean, I joke about myself now, in that way. I'm just like, honey, I walk in that church and honey, that holy water get the sizzling, But yeah, I mean, it's just some church kids do go wild. I know some church kids got some OnlyFans and all that, preachers kids.
Well, Lamont, what's your perspective on that?
Well, my grandfather, he passed away when I was 7. But in my grandfather's house, Monday through Friday, I remember, if you was at his house at 6 o'clock, you was going to sit in the living room, he was going to read the Bible. So I can't necessarily say I was a preacher's child or nothing because my father didn't raise me. However, I remember on Sundays, going to school all day. Going to church all day, Sunday school and all that. Then you went back to church at 6 o'clock. Mm-hmm. I can't necessarily say that I'm not going to put it on a PK kid. I won't say that. I'm going to say it as, I think if you shelter a child from what happens in the real world, and then they come and get a taste like MD was, like Miss MD was talking about, and then it's like, oh wow, I'm free. And I think, until we realize that's not really what we want, and some of us don't realize that, it's kind of hard to control that. So like with me, with my baby, she's sheltered to an extent, but yet still I teach
Lamont, you breaking up.
I mean, everything. Cause like when MD was talking about marijuana as a family function, having marijuana.
Did we lose him? Because I couldn't hear him. He was breaking up real bad. I didn't know if it was just me or not.
No, I was breaking up. It was breaking up real bad.
Okay. But yeah, like
Man, I can't hear.
Where's Jordan go? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You can hear me at all? But we gonna keep it going a little bit. You all right, Shorty?
Oh yeah, I had to reset something.
Okay.
Yeah,
because we couldn't hear when you did whatever you did.
Yeah.
Everybody got cut off?
Yeah.
Or was it just me?
Yeah,
okay.
It was. But what's your perspective, Ms. Bless?
About a preacher kid? I don't know because I ain't never been one.
I
know that the ones that I grew up around, they was like loose as a goose. They was out there once they hopped off that porch, they didn't know how to get back. I know that. I know they was the worst of the worst. Once they got a little taste of whatever it was, whether it be weed, whether it be little penis, whatever they got a taste of, baby, they went all in. I can tell you that. That's all I know.
Yeah, okay.
Can I ask you a question, Bless?
Absolutely.
Why do you think that is? I was.
Just like y'all said, because I feel like it's because they were sheltered and they wasn't shown and taught the world. I feel like they hid a lot from those children. So then once they got out here and got to seeing what other kids were doing and got a taste of what life was like without somebody hanging over them and, Bible thumping on them all the time, then they got real loose and was like, oh, this is what the world like? Right. Shit, okay. I'd rather choose this side over here. That's my opinion. It's just my perspective. I don't know because I ain't never been one, as I stated.
That part right there.
Okay.
Yeah. So the next time on the show is Miss Bless. You actually just sent me just about 20 minutes ago. And that was very interesting about that right there. That was very interesting when I saw that. The shark in it.
Okay, so let me explain to y'all what this is. So honestly, what they're doing is they're trafficking children, and how they're trafficking children is they're actually like acting like they're selling furniture. So if you look at it real close, it has the little girl's name that's missing, and at the bottom underneath the furniture, it has the same little girl's name. And as you see that you see that piece of furniture right there is not
Yeah,
worth
I
no
see it.
$12,899. So
Uh-huh.
basically, they're saying that this child right here, to cover it up, they're saying this child right here. Basically, that's that piece of furniture. That's the name of that piece of furniture. And that piece of furniture right there is going to cost you $12,899. Really, all they're doing on the black market is selling children, but they're hiding it as furniture.
Yeah.
And
Where
if
is
you
this at?
scroll, that's just what they're doing around the world, like on marketplace and different places like that. Now, I'm not gonna call it out and say it's Facebook. I can't say that. All I'm saying is they have a website up where they're selling furniture, quote unquote, which they're really selling kids. And if he would have gave you more of it, if he'd have scrolled past it, there was multiple children with multiple pieces of furniture. It wasn't just one. That's how they're covering it up.
Can we
So
Yep.
say what that is? Can we say like the website? Because that has been going on for quite some
Yeah.
time, and I'm
Put
so glad that you found that out, that you know that, because of course, like saying that to people, I learned that some years ago, and I was so shocked to find that, like you said, you look up the child's name, and these are really connected to children that are missing, and
Mhm.
it's so
wow.
sad. But I don't know if I can say the website. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that'll get you in
I
any
don't
kind of
even know
trouble.
the website. I actually was
I
just scrolling down Facebook and that popped
Yeah.
up.
wow.
And what they were saying is like if you Google a person's name or put in a person's name that's missing, a piece of furniture will pop up with
Yep.
the amount that they want
yeah,
and the child's name.
yeah,
Yep.
Yep. But I'll
yeah.
be like Kevin. I'll be like Kevin Gates. Uh, God ain't gonna save him. I'm gonna just put it to you that way. I know my philosophy. God,
We
Mhm.
live in a
hey,
really sick world. I
Yes,
would
we
I
do.
would say that we live in a really sick world, and the
Most definitely.
people that we have been taught to idolize, our stars, our actors, our singers, our politicians, everybody, government officials. I mean, it's everybody. They are all
Mhm.
involved in it, and it's sad. And but yeah, that is a very, very real thing. Very real thing. And it's been going on for a very, very long time.
So what are they doing? Cause that picture, it was a cabinet, so they stuffed the kid in that cabinet.
No, no,
Or
no, 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 no.
Mm-mm.
They're not stuffing
No.
the kid in the cabinet. What they're doing is, okay, say you got a pair of, just for example, let's say you're selling your car. Okay. Say underneath your car, I'm gonna put the name Jackie. Say it's a kid named Jackie missing that's
Mhm.
12 years old. You
mm-hmm.
might
Yep.
go and say, oh, I got that Jackie for sale. And when you pull up Jackie, it'll be a car and it'll be $12,000 or
Okay, so it's basically code name.
$13,000.
Okay,
Code name.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. And it's like a cabinet, like she said, it's a cabinet. It'll be 12, $13,000, and it's like, well, this cabinet is 13,
Yeah.
it'll be like Shelly, the Shelly cabinet or whatever.
Mm,
But yeah, that has been going on for a very, very, very long time.
It's
mm,
just like no, they got that. Because before I, anytime before I get in my car, I mean when I leave it, especially on a certain amount of time, before I touch it, I look around, look at my tires, look at my handles, look at everything, because nowadays they are putting zip ties on it to mark your car, and also if you touch it, it has fentanyl on it.
uh-huh.
Yeah,
Or
so
Yeah.
sometimes if they want you, they'll just put it on your doorknob. So when
you
you
put on
touch it,
door
it'll
now.
just
When I
knock
tell
you out.
you,
Yep.
every time I get out of that car and I leave it for a certain amount of time, I go and look at it before I touch it, if I open the door. Because you won't get me.
Hmm. Yeah, you look like a 14-year-old. They'll auction your ass off.
Hey, they can't give your old ass away, Jay. Mm.
uh,
They can't give you away.
wait,
But I'm so glad that
let's
I
say I
looked
look
up
like
the
a little
29.
14, so.
What
We
you
just
Real
saying,
see,
B?
talk.
see,
Oh,
Miss
I
Bless.
was
See,
just saying,
look.
I'm so
Look, Miss
glad that.
Bless. I'm letting mine grow, and Sarge gonna cut all his off.
No, my
I
shit's
told him,
gone.
I ain't
Oh,
know who he was.
oh, you talking
You
about
know,
this?
he done got that naked face. Look like a naked bird.
Look like an old bird.
Naked
She,
bird.
I don't like saying like she called me, naked bird, pedophile, and all that bullshit. Cause my shave all this off. I
That's
haven't shaved.
because you already look 14. You shave your shit, you look 12.
Well,
What are we doing?
I can't help. I got good bloodline.
Boy, don't let
Yeah,
nobody
okay.
lie to your butt, boy.
I
I ain't gonna comment on this. I'll do it
can't help.
after
I
the
got good
show.
bloodline.
You over there looking like you 22. I don't know what the hell going on around these parts.
Ooh,
You.
man, I'm old as hell. I'm 51. I'm an old man. I
I'm
feel it
scrolling
too.
down my timeline. I had to go back up like, who the hell is it on Lamont's page? I done inboxed him like, who the hell? I didn't know who that was.
But let me say this. That waistline don't feel like I'm 22. That sure
Man,
feel like I'm
listen.
'51, boy.
Listen,
Lord.
I'm trying to tell you.
But look, I don't even comment no more because I see it all the time when he, say he always shaving the shit off. I used to do the
I
same
ain't
thing.
never noticed it.
Well,
I used to do the same shit too all the time, shave it off, and then I get talked
well,
about.
I'm supposed to start working on the 16th. I go back to pulling tankers, and a lot of places you go at, you can't have facial hair. So
Right.
Oh, okay.
if you gotta
Put
put
the
your chemical mask
hazmat
on and
mask
stuff.
on, yes.
Yeah. And I like money, but I don't even know if I'm gonna start the job or not. I don't even know.
I thought about cutting all mine off, starting over.
No. Hey, you already look like you 10 and a half.
I
You look like you
thank
just yeah.
you.
Me,
Thank
I'm
Yeah, leave it
you.
alone. Leave it alone.
14, maybe 10 and a half.
Yeah,
Give
Miss
it
Bless. She
Listen,
said
maybe
14.
some credit.
let me tell you something. If you look at him from the back, he look like he about 14. That's all I got. That's all I got.
I ain't gonna look
Hey,
at him from the back.
that's good though. That's a good
I
thing.
ain't talking
'Cause
about his ass. I'm talking about him
what the
walking
fuck?
down the street. You're gonna be like, what this little kid? Where this little boy? Where his
No diddy,
parents?
no diddy.
Where his
Yeah.
parents?
Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm done with y'all. I'm
Well,
done.
it ain't
I'm
my
think
fault.
I'm
Hey,
gonna
look, it
go
ain't my
home.
fault. I got good bloodline. Yeah, black don't
y'all
crack. They
know,
don't
y'all
split.
know he's sitting at 4'11. Look like he's down.
Facts. Okay. Facts.
If I'm 4'11, that means you three something.
Now if
But
you
that's
4'11, I'm
okay.
4'10.
Hey,
Oh my
don't
God.
don't forget the half. Gotta put the half
Okay.
on there.
Okay.
Right. Right. Right.
Y'all not. Hey, we gotta get back focused now.
I
We
know that's
we
right.
get we getting unfocused. Look at
Y'all, let
this.
me tell
I'm
y'all something.
tired.
Y'all ain't shit.
Hey,
Ain't never been shit. Ain't gonna
I'm
be
telling
shit.
you, ain't gonna why
But if
start
I
now?
but if we ain't shitting you our friend, what that make you?
Ain't
Not
shit.
shit.
I know
That's
I
all
ain't
I'm
shit.
saying. Well, knowing is
We
half
on
the
a,
battle.
but I'm gonna check in with y'all. How everybody mental's going? How everything going on with y'all? You know what I'm saying? Life and things was happening.
Boy, you don't really want to know.
Oh,
Lord.
let's get
We
to
not
talking.
gonna let him go. Listen, let him
Mm-mm.
alone.
Mm-mm.
Cause I got
I'm
this
talking.
feeling. It's great. We're gonna go to the mountain of Kakakis right now. Come
Mm-mm.
on with it.
Mm-mm. I'm talking about no, 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 no. Two deaths in the family. Two deaths in the family. That just kind of hard.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Mhm. It's
Well,
always hard.
life
Yeah.
is life, and then with my cousin, I think my auntie died 2 weeks ago, maybe a week ago, and then like hey, when's the funeral? When is the something? She said in
Hmm.
April. I said April, and this February.
Damn.
I left it alone. I left it alone. I left it alone. That's my
Damn.
daddy's sister, because I'm like, if she need money, I ain't gonna give it to her. I ain't gonna give it to her. But if she needed some help or something, like, dude, all you gotta do is just talk.
You think that's
But,
what it is? Or you don't think maybe she's
That's
waiting for
that's
like better weather or something?
well,
that's
I'm
gotta
gonna
be
put April. It
April.
got to
Two
be.
months. It's got to be money.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What?
That's two whole
And you
months.
said she
How
died.
does that
She
even
passed away
work
about
though?
two
You know
weeks
what I'm
ago.
Well,
saying? Because are they charging a person like at a funeral home? How does that work? Like, are they
I don't
charging
even
you
know.
per day? Because ain't you just
I don't.
racking up?
No, you pay. No, most funeral. I think like my grandfather. When he passed away, we got a discount and we still pay that $5,000.
Well, see, here's
I don't want to be buried. Yeah.
Most of that shit is $10,000 or more.
now, here's the
Oh,
Yes.
thing.
but that's
Here's
why
the
you
thing
supposed to
about
get
funeral homes.
insurance.
Insurance,
Here's the
right?
thing. Here's the thing about funeral home. Well, she's supposed to have insurance. Me and my cousin were talking about it today. Y'all know I'm very blunt. Cause it was like 2 something in the morning when I woke up. And I'm like, man, I know my phone ain't been off. I know my alerts is working. So I just asked, I'm like, hey, is there any kind of service arrangements? I just went there at 2 something in the morning. It wasn't no other way to be. And then she hit me back today in April. I'm like, damn, we ain't even in March. But mm.
Damn.
Dang.
So I'm thinking, the only thing I'm thinking, I mean, we got a big family. I'm thinking it has to be, and I could be wrong. I was told that mine got insurance. I'm thinking it got to be financial.
But if they got insurance, that don't make sense.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
April, good God,
But
2 months?
hmm,
Ooh.
That body ain't gonna be nothing left.
Stop,
Now,
Lamar. Really, Lamar.
uh-uh,
Stop it.
uh-uh.
Quit.
No, no.
I'm not
That's
gonna
what
laugh.
we're not gonna do. That's what.
she hurt
No,
me.
I'm not.
She hurt
No,
me.
I'm
She
not
hurt me
laughing
on that
about
one.
that.
I am. I am. I'm gonna tell you why. Because laughter is good for the soul,
But she done
good
took
for the
herself
body.
off camera, like, come back now.
Hey,
Cause it slid out, and I'm so sorry. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful to
hey,
the dead. I promise I'm not, cause it's
y'all see what
rough.
I deal with? Y'all see what we deal with, right?
Yeah.
I do.
No, no.
Straight black folks, black people, boy. Mm-mm-mm.
It ain't nothing but black love over here. I promise. I was not trying to be funny,
Am-
but what I was
America,
thinking is a body decays quick, and I'm not trying to be
hey,
funny. A
hey,
body decays
America,
quick.
America. Y'all wonder why I act like I do? This is what I deal with, America. This is the truth right here.
Bam.
Hell no.
Listen, I was not trying to be disrespectful because that's somebody's family member.
I don't take it
All
as
I'm
disrespect
saying is
myself. I take it as you
after
being
a
you.
while, it really does. A body does start to decay.
Mm-mm-mm.
It really
Ain't
Boy,
nobody
does.
touching that one.
is it gonna be anybody left? Boy, I
Ain't
tell you,
nobody touching that one.
hey, bless you are on your own, but I tell you what, you done gave me a laugh for the day. I needed that. Boy, you ain't boy.
I am so
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
sorry because I didn't mean it to come out like that. But I was
Well, you meant it to
no
come out like that because
dead
it
ass. Because
did. It dead ass. It came
no,
out.
but listen, be honest. After 2 months, do you know what is going to happen to a body in 2 months? You know what?
Maybe,
Okay, listen.
maybe
When
she in the
you
freezer.
pass away, no, listen. Remember when we went when my uncle passed away and he died on the porch?
Yeah.
It only, I'm serious. He had only been dead a few hours and his body had already started to expand. It had already started to like
The
swell
gas.
up.
That's called
The
rigor mortis.
gas.
Rigor mortis.
Rigor mortis. Exactly. So I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just thinking if that's what it did in a few hours, what do you think it would do in 2 months?
But she
Mm-hmm.
must be on a freeze or something. I don't know.
I would hope so. And I'm not
Mm,
trying to be funny, but I just know what
I
happened with my uncle. And I was like, God bless, my uncle was gone like a couple of hours
Wow.
and his body actually swole up.
well,
Yeah.
she died. She died in hospice. I didn't go and
Okay.
visit her. I didn't go and visit her. And my here's my reality on that. I love my aunt. I think the last time I seen her was when my father's mother passed away, and I
Mm-hmm.
believe I shared love then. And I'm
Yeah.
not fake. So if I'm not, and it wasn't that I don't love or I care for, but just life. And if I'm not seeing you
Mm-hmm.
or talking to you, then what am I doing? I ain't gonna sit here and cry. I mean, in reality, it doesn't bother me, and I don't take offense to that because in true reality, in Christianity, your soul's left your body, and that's just a
Right.
shell. So it doesn't bother me. That's
Right.
why I could laugh at it.
Okay. Okay. What about you, Miss Bless? What's going on with you?
Well,
Is anybody left?
it might not be. Give me a couple weeks. But no, I got my granddaughter now, so I'm dealing with my grandbaby. Um, what else?
How old is she?
She's 5. Just turned 5 in January.
Oh,
Don't
So
that's
talk
such
to
a
that baby.
cute
Don't talk to
thing.
that baby. Don't talk to that baby like you talk to us. Don't do it.
how do I talk
No,
to y'all?
you just did it.
No, you making it worse than what it was. Cause I don't promise you, it was nothing meant behind it. I just was literally saying after 2 months, unless it's in the freezer. I mean, shit.
I don't know.
No. But I mean, hey, who am I? I'm not a pallbearer. I'm not, the what do you take, the Undertaker? I don't know how that shit work.
You probably take the money and just leave the body, huh?
No, I would absolutely not. I believe in karma, baby. That's one thing I do believe in. And I'm the type
Okay.
of person, I don't even want to be buried. I want to be cremated. I'll tell that to anybody who will listen.
I don't want
Cremate
no
me,
money.
Exactly.
please.
I don't want no money spent on me.
I
Here's my
don't
thing.
cremate me. Cremate me.
You got your
Mhm.
dog, you got your grandbaby. She doing well.
Yeah, she's doing great. She's doing good. Like she's getting better. She's adapting to being here in the Carolinas. So I mean
To the
everything it's new.
she's adapting to boot camp.
You know what? Hey, listen, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
I
She
feel
needs
for
some
that baby.
structure. She needs some structure. Gotta have structure.
Got to have
Yeah,
structure.
you gotta have structure.
Got to deprogram.
Absolutely.
Oh, what about
Absolutely.
you now? What about you, Miss MD? How's your mental and everything going on with you?
I'm doing a whole lot better than I was yesterday. Yesterday, I was having kind of like a meltdown. I've just been burning at every end. You know how they be like, oh, you burning at both ends. And I felt like I was like burning fingertips, toes, elbows was on fire. And it just took a toll on me. I've been working a lot, and um, though I love what I do, it does require a lot. You know what I'm saying? The flea market itself is a huge commitment. I'm sorry, yeah, my lights are on. I have motion sensor lights, and so they'll go out if I'm over here in this corner. Um, but I just was having a really, really rough time the last couple of days. But today I'm actually really good. I slept good last night, and I'm just, putting things into, I don't know. I just have that mentality, like whatever it is, whatever I'm faced with, I'm gonna get it done,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just what I'm doing. It's like I'm just putting one foot in front of the other, and just getting myself organized. I got a whole bunch of candles made. I've been making candles all day today, but now I need to do like my molds and all these little things, all these little embellishments that I make that go in my candles and stuff like that.
Okay.
But I'm doing a lot better today. I am. I
That's
slept
good.
really, really well last night, and it's all good.
That's good. I'm doing better, y'all. Hey, I was last Monday. I was going to Elizabeth. I was almost up there. You know, mentally, I'm doing all right. I'm getting better. I mean, I went through some things. Issue with family members and this stuff. Putting boundaries and stuff like that. So you know, I'm doing way much better than I was last week. I have my thoughts and my downs and my ups and this. You know, just really starting to put myself first and my son. So that's just my thing. So I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing all right
Well,
That's good.
good.
so far. I ain't had to,
But you was having the
unalive somebody.
blues. You was having the blues lessons.
He was going through it, wasn't he?
Know where we going with this. But boy, he was sick. He called me, we talked. He was going through the blues.
The hell with you, man.
Hey, y'all know something. This is therapy. I need this because boy, y'all all something. Boy, you was going through the blue. Yeah, you was, dog. But you
Yeah,
here now. You
I'm
here
here.
now.
Yeah, I'm here. So we got two videos that we're gonna play. You know what I'm saying? First gonna be 12 seconds. It's just something I just saw in this doing there.
Most men don't mature and come into themselves until they're like mid 30s and 40s. And I know that may sound crazy to some, but if you ask a mature man, he will tell you that.
What?
Most men don't become mature until they 30s and 40s. Most.
I think
Mine.
that's the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely see that
Yes.
for most men.
Yeah.
You got some early bloomers, but for the most part, yeah, I see that.
I'm glad I'm not most men, man.
Why you say that? Cause you a petty motherfucker.
Wouldn't need to be. Wouldn't need to be. I'm still trying to mature. Hell,
I
I
was getting ready
guess.
to say he probably still ain't got there yet.
And probably ain't gonna never get there. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
I'm an
It is
asshole.
wrong with it. Damn, you ain't got no faith in yourself like that. Like you
I
No,
still
he's
mean,
mature.
content. He's
I'm
content. He want to be that.
hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. 2 marriages, 2 divorces, single dad. Yeah, I'm straight. I'm good. For real. Now I ain't gonna say I don't love y'all, I want y'all, but I'm good. Yeah. For real on that one. Yeah. That noise. That one right there.
But that's true.
Mm-mm.
Most men don't really develop. Most. I'm saying most, because it's still a lot of immature ass niggeros, just men period out there, even in their 30s and hell in their 50s and 60s. You know what I'm saying? But then hell, I feel like hell, shit. When I listen to that now and I think about it, hell, there's women in their fucking 60s and 70s still immature as fuck. So
You know,
I think that goes for everybody.
that could be a two-way street, but I would say this in my life experience. I've been here on 51 years. I think about every 5 years you go through life changes. Now I was joking about my earlier comment, but I'm gonna tell you, I used to think I was mature. And I remember when Layla was about 18 months old, 24 months old, and I remember it took me about an hour to do her. And I remember crying about that, and I asked God, why me? And now I embrace that why me, because that why me has turned me to a beautiful young lady. And I think having Layla, because I had my son for a while, for about 7 years. I had my son by myself. I mean, I had help, but I was single dad. But I think having this baby girl right here, I've grown up tremendously. Still got my shortcomings. Don't get me wrong. Still got a lot of growth. But man, I got another year and what, 2 months, a year and a month, and she gonna be 18. Oh man, I'm gonna get buck ass wild. Oh man,
Well, you don't think you already that?
I was gonna say you're not there.
no,
It's
I ain't
gonna be
there.
worse. Yes. Damn it.
Oh man, I ain't even started yet.
Good Lord Almighty.
Yeah, I'm not.
Louisville,
Man, I'm
Kentucky.
not.
Y'all better watch
Hey,
out.
nah, I ain't gonna be no Louisville, Kentucky. I'm gonna be taking me some trips to shit.
Man.
No.
I mean, I think I was already, in my process of, changing mindset and everything. And then when I had Junior, it really put a different perspective in my life and how I need to move. So
Yeah, you needed a kid.
you said what?
You needed a kid. I said what I said. I told you that for years. You need a kid.
Well, I got the little
Needed
fucker now.
needed a truck too.
I
Should
got
have got
one.
a truck. Should have got it earlier. But I'm just saying.
Him in the damn truck.
I got one, damn it. But
Look at
anyway,
MD over. Yeah, MD trying to look sophisticated. I
You
hope
know,
she burn.
look, I ain't a
I,
trying motherfucker. I'm either gonna do it or I
I,
ain't. You know what I
I, hope-
mean?
I hope she burn her damn finger. I don't want to get no blister on it. I just want now to get a paper cut.
Why would
that's
you
Cause
hope some shit like that?
I'm on my bullshit right now.
I'm going to the next video,
The
y'all.
fuck I do to you? I'm over here minding my business.
Uh,
See?
Oh, it don't take much. Trust me. All you gotta do is breathe.
yeah.
Right.
Oh wow.
Hello.
Hey, Kathy.
How you doing, Miss Kathy Allen?
And we going to our
Where the
last
video?
video. Huh?
We gotta get focused too, man. We've been on some
No,
bullshit today.
tonight is free fall. We gonna just talk. We
Oh,
talk.
so they, oh, for real?
Yeah, we free
Yeah.
fall.
Oh, okay.
This just a really just a little throw in, little check in, little talk shit, laugh a little bit. You know, see that's what we do. We gotta loosen up before we start choking people out.
I'm not with him, y'all. I'm not choking. I'm not putting my hands on nobody. I'm not
I'm
doing that.
I'm choking people out.
I'm not with him, God.
1-800 choke that hoe. All right, going to the next.
They haven't had, people are so quick to dehumanize other people, specifically men. There are a lot of men who are not attuned with their emotion self. They haven't had the model, the example to be able to see it. They haven't had the practice because no one taught them. In most of the households, emotional expression was something that they told them not to do. You're not supposed to show softer emotions, lower emotions. We want to see those strong emotions, that anger, that resilience and stuff like that. So in the moments of vulnerability, you may see that because they haven't learned how to navigate that emotional process, they draw back instead. Or maybe they find more security in anger, and so it comes out as aggression because their sadness and things like that is not validated, let alone being validated by their partner. They haven't learned how to validate it themselves. And so I say that because sometimes it's seeing your partner model their own emotional process, or maybe it's sometime in a partner, if you can just show me a little bit of safety for me to see that this emotion is actually that you'll accept it, that you're approving of this, then maybe I can show up differently. In our childhood, a woman is given a baby doll and said, hey, you're supposed to take care of this baby doll. You're supposed to love on it. You're supposed to nurture. Now I'm about to start talking about sociology. Y'all work with me real quick. But if a man instead is given an action figure that's told you, you're supposed to just solve this. You're supposed to just play with, you're supposed to be strong, be a protector. Right. Then my lower emotions of sadness and hurt and disappointment and frustration and stuff like that, I may not show it because I never had the skill set. No one taught me that. So when we see, that's when we're talking about emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is not just about you showing emotion and just saying I'm happy and I'm sad today. It's about me actually learning what my emotional process is. And until we get to actually having a healthy conversation about what emotional processing looks like, we're going to continue to dehumanize men. I ain't gonna go too deep. There it is.
You know,
hold up. That was sent right there. That I ended up pulling that out of our message, podcast message, and it was sent from Jamar T, and he sent that. He wanted to know what your perspective. I ended up finding it 2 days ago. I'm just now finding it, put it on here. We're from Jamar T from Jamar T.
I feel like there was a lot of truth behind that because she's absolutely right. As children, as little girls, we're definitely given Barbie dolls. We're definitely given little babies. We're definitely told that we need to support, take care of. Even when we taking the bath with the baby, we have to bathe them, take care of the baby. You know, we get back out, we clothe the baby again. It's like we're taught how to nurture and actually just deal with these children. And then when we grow up, a lot of us as young ladies, we had to take care of our younger siblings, our younger cousins, things like that. We were responsible to feed them, clothe them, babysit them, whether we wanted to or not. I can remember being 13 years old and babysitting kids that was 9, 10, and 11. And I'm 13, but I'm responsible for these children that's only a couple of years younger than me. I had to make sure they was fed, make sure, they was clean, make sure they wasn't getting in trouble when they were going outside. Like I was like doing mother figure stuff. And I was their big cousin, only a couple of years older than them, but I was still responsible for 3 lives. So I understand that. Now, boys, all they was taught to do was go outside, run around, dump, play, cut a food. That's all they did. They didn't know nothing about nurturing or helping each other or nothing like that. They knew how to protect each other. If somebody hit you, all y'all hit them. They were taught to be strong. They were taught to fight. They were taught to protect, but they wasn't taught to do nothing else. Not cook, not what am I looking for? They wasn't taught to like be soft and be in tune with their feelings and things like that. They were more or less taught how to run and play and just fight, wrestle, be aggressive. That's what they were taught to do. They wasn't taught to be anything soft.
I agree with that. 'Cause like you said, they would give us, different toys and G.I. Joe and go play with them, go outside and play in the tree, play in the woods and do this and that. Because I just think that was just the era that was happening in that time that, and a lot of things that happened in that time or how people was taught, I think it was wrong and it shouldn't be that way. But even today, it's still being taught and it shouldn't be taught. Because men as boys, like with my son, I talk to him, talk to him and ask him what's going on, tell him his feelings. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it's okay. It is okay for a boy, not a man, even when he growing up, to express his feelings. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't feel like it's weakness as a man that, he's showing his emotions. Because, like I said, back in the day, it was always saying, men, suffer in silence because. Let's be honest. When it comes to suicide is has the highest rate in men than women because of things that they have to hold and they can't express. It's a lot. And then, like I said, a lot of girls are from day one they taught how to nurture, take care of your key your sisters and brothers and shit like that. So I think men should be as a kid too should be taught that as well.
Yeah, that's true. Because even like when y'all have animals growing up, it's like when a man is training a dog, the way he treats a dog, you know what I'm saying? Versus a
Yeah.
woman. When a woman, she wants to cuddle the dog and love on the dog, and you know what I'm saying? Hold the baby, hold the dog in a purse like a baby and things like that. You know, we want to take care of something. That's why a lot of girls growing up, they always, oh, I can't wait till I get older and I have a baby so I can have something to love and care for. Men ain't thinking about having no damn babies when they growing up. You know, they just run about running through something. But then also, even the things we were taught in school, think about when we was taught in school growing up in
That.
my age. We was taught like the girls, they wanted the girls to go to what? Home ec. They wanted us to teach us how to cook and clean and things like that. With men, they put them in wood shop. Here, go build something.
Hey, I was trying to get it home, man. And I never could because y'all
But
always
you
got
was
to tell
trying to
me.
go for the wrong reason.
Now I wanted to go and eat. That's what I wanted to do. I ain't gonna even lie to you. It wasn't about no women. You know, y'all was everywhere, but it wasn't in no home ec. But now I
Mhm.
gotta. I'm gonna disagree with both of y'all for a minute. And here's the reason why I'm gonna disagree. Because my mother raised two boys. My brother's 7 years younger than I am, and my mother worked. You know, she was on a fixed income, so she did a lot of odd end jobs, where they cash paying jobs. So I had to learn how to cook, and then I had to learn how to, take care of a home and stuff like that. Um, Now, when we come to the emotional detachment, we're not taught that, and I'm gonna tell you, I spent a lot of time by myself. Whether being a truck or gone or whatever the case would be, and I'll never forget when I went through a divorce, my first divorce from my son's mother. And I remember it was no feeling, there was nothing that nobody could tell me. It was a walk that I had to walk through myself. And I'm not blaming it on son's mom, because I had a lot to do with that too. But I tell you what, um being stationed when I was over in Korea when I was started going through my divorce. And I learned what I learned from that. Instead of arguing and bickering and all that stuff like that, I learned to hang up. I learned to just disconnect from that. But it didn't mean it made it better. And I'm gonna be honest, I cried a lot. I cried a lot. And even right now today, and that's been 25 years ago. Even right now today, I remember I was working. I was a sergeant in the army then, and I remember after paying bills. I got paid on the 1st to the 15th, and I remember paying all the bills and having the credit perfect and all that stuff like that. And I mean, as I sit here and talk to y'all right now today, I really don't give a fuck about that shit now. And that's still a continuation of my divorce. And the reason why I say that is that, and I hope I'm on task here.
Yeah.
Um, I was like, why did I do all that work? To buy a home, to make sure home was taken care of. And there's more to that than in a home. And that's something I've had to learn. You got to learn to disconnect from work and outside,
Yeah.
and give your spouse that emotions and that time and stuff like that. The black one is in the room. And that was a hard learning experience. But even now, I mean, when we talk about emotional, dealing with Layla, I got to remember she's a girl, not a boy.
Mhm.
And the emotional deal with to me, raising a son and raising a girl, night and freaking day,
Oh, it
night and
is for
freaking
sure.
day.
Hmm.
Because this thing that this one does right here, we plug it up for her, that she make me literally want to strangle her, but I'm not. And I find myself talking to her more and trying to explain and trying to teach, than because I'm your dad and this is just the way it's going to do. Because I want her to have an understanding. Like she
Hmm.
told me today, she had a little. Um, I guess her and a significant other broke up or something. And after we got off the phone, after we talked this morning, I checked myself and I'm like, hey, I called her back. Cause I'm like, hey, what you need to be doing is being in the school in the lunchroom and getting yourself together, get out of the bathroom. And I had to check myself. She's a girl and she sees things differently than what I see them. And I checked
Hmm.
myself and I had to remember, hey, this ain't the time to be sergeant. This is the time to be her dad and just listen to her and let her
Hmm.
know you all right. So I did call her back. I think we had that conversation, but maybe we didn't. But I remember calling her back at school. I do remember that.
Hmm.
Okay. I do
Hmm.
think, what I'm saying, on both ends, like it's like when it comes, communication, because men and women do, communicate totally differently. I think we as people need to, learn the other gender, gender, gender. communication, how they style. Because you know what I'm saying, like us men, we have a certain style or a certain way to communicate, and as women have a certain way. You know what I'm saying? More a lot of times most men try to think as logical, and sometimes we need to bring in emotion in with it, but we're not really taught that. Most of us teach ourselves or been around a bunch of people to learn. That's how I see it. Then women is all it just in them majority of the time because they already taught that. But there are some women that they can't communicate good either. But I think the discommunication, the disconnect is we don't know how to communicate with each other because we communicate differently.
I
I'm
think
not
it's
gonna
all
need.
about how you raised too. It has
Yeah,
a lot
Yeah.
to do with it. Because like Lamont was saying, I want to piggyback off of that. I do feel like the way you was raised, Lamont, is actually it's rare because yes, there are a lot of men out there that was raised by single mothers and they taught them how to do certain things that you were taught to do. But as I was saying in the beginning, it's more women that were taught to be nurturers and things like that. So for your mother to teach you the things she taught you, it was a beautiful thing for her to do. It was necessary and it was what you needed at the moment because it made you able to stand up on your own and do the things you need to do now. And it kind of
Right.
built you and taught you and prepared you for life. And that's a beautiful thing. And I feel like a lot of us women need to do that more with our sons. But it is very rare that you were able to do those things.
That is very
I'm gonna say it's a repercussion to that too. And I think I've said this before. Being a man, or what you think is a man, and don't get me wrong, my mother did a remarkable job. Um, Learning how to deal with the rules with white men, with white folks,
Mm,
is different when you see that the powerhouse is your mother. You know, it's a female,
mm-hmm,
the matriarch.
mm-hmm,
And I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I learned how to deal with truly learn how to play this thing called life, dealing with Caucasian men out of system until I was about 45 years old. Because I'm rebellious, if you know that. Yeah, if you don't
mm-hmm,
know that. And I don't like following rules and regulations. And I was bumping my head. Life's a lot easier when you learn how to play within the rules and you bend
mm-hmm,
them. And I bend them
mm-hmm,
today, I was gonna break. I know me. But once as a black male, I tell folks that I tell people I know that if they got a man in the family, what they don't regardless of what color they are as a male, I think it prepares them if he's a man and he's teaching them, I think it prepares them a lot better to be more productive, to learn how to deal with things in life that I had learned in the school of hard knocks.
mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
What about you, Miss MD?
I absolutely agree with what she was saying. I know, like with my son, because I have boy, girl, boy, and it just so happened that I had my son is the oldest, and my children were latchkey children because I had to work,
Mm-hmm.
and I wasn't a single parent, but I was a single mother. But my son had to, and I'm so thankful that I could trust him to do it because he had to be responsible for his little sister. And I mean at a very young age, you know what I'm saying? Like 8 years old. Because I had to be at work at 6. Their bus didn't come until, like 8:10 and stuff like that. And I could always rely on him. I'm talking about to get up on time, to make sure that they were, both teeth brushed, face washed, you know what I'm saying, dressed properly, door locked, I mean, it's like house safe, all of that. And I'm thankful for that. Now, when my husband later came along, I know for a fact that our marriage would have likely been saved um had he been able to be more in touch with his emotions, because um he would just blow up. There was no, it's like you want to, I can't say it's like confronting. It's like, something has happened and I'm trying to tell you how I feel. And, the only response is just a blow up. you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I do believe like just aggression and oh and then it's like I'm blamed for like, oh, you just want to argue. No, I don't just want to argue. I'm trying to
I'm sorry.
communicate with you, you know. But yeah, I do wish that there was. I think it's just this. It's just male versus female. And I hate to say male versus female. I think it's just boys being boys and girls being girls. Like it's like that nature versus nurture type thing. We are natural born nurturers. That's just what we are. And I think, like you said, Shorty, like we just need to learn each other and learn how to respect each other operating in what is natural to each other, respectively.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
That's deep.
That's real deep. I can't even follow. With that being said, man, we just let you know, tonight we have reached 54,000 people on YouTube tonight.
Look at God.
And
Awesome.
we also have 32 new subscribers. So,
yeah.
With that being said, we're gonna come back even harder. We just tonight was just a free fall, let loose, let it hair loose. I got this all cause my hair toe up, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But like I said, I need to shave my hair, y'all. You know what I'm saying? My clips fucked up. But anyway.
Let me do it.
Fuck no.
Let me put a razor next to your scalp.
Fuck no.
Who said that?
Fuck no.
Me.
Fuck.
Don't do it, dog.
Fuck no.
Hey, you'll be scarred up. You might be really effed up.
Have a piece of meat hanging.
Hey,
you'd be like Al Green, love and happiness.
I done got so good with my shaving. I don't nick my hair. I ain't nicked myself in years, man. In years.
My brother scalp fuck around and be loose and shit.
Hey, you can use some Nair. You can put some Nair on it.
I ain't put no damn Nair.
Is that what you do? You be using Nair?
Nah, I use clippers.
Yeah.
I just use clippers, no razors or nothing else. Just clippers.
Y'all got that whole porcupine feel? Are you smooth? Are you?
Nah, I mean,
right now I'm toe up. I got my cow licks right here.
God damn.
All you need to do is go on to one of them old Brazilian wax places and stick your head down there and get ripped.
See, that's that bullshit. Don't know who the fuck wants to. Hold on now. Who wants to take and go and put some powder on and they snatching all your shit off? Who the fuck does that dumb shit?
Well, I want to get that little Brazilian wax. You be like, just hit my head one time, rip that shit off once.
No,
you ever seen that?
I stick with shaving.
Hey, you ever seen where they put the wax in their ears?
In the ears,
and they snatch that man. No.
Have you seen them do it in their nose?
Yeah,
I've seen them do it right here.
Hey, no. I thought about it. I did. I'm gonna keep it 100. I thought about it, and I actually had scheduled it, and then I came to my senses. No, I'm good.
Let me do it. I love to wax. Who
the fuck
let me do
pay?
it.
Who wants to pay to be in pain? I mean,
exactly.
It's not even about it. It's not even about
I love to hear a man be like, "Ooh, ow!" I'll be like, "It hurts, don't it?"
No, that's see, I'm talking about something wrong with you. Something wrong with you for real. See, you cool as the wind, but then you trying to give a person pain and agony.
I mean, it's fun. Shit, what's wrong with that? You get your grins and giggles, I get mine. You get your shit your way, I get it mine.
I ain't mad at you.
You be all right.
Yes.
You live.
Hey, Shorty, go ahead. You can be the food. I'm not calling you no food.
Negative. I ain't doing that. I will shave my shit myself. But anyway, and we come hard every Monday, y'all. So y'all need y'all tune in 8:00 Eastern time every Monday, every week. Like, subscribe, and share, and talk about it. Just hit a like. That's all they call it. It don't cost no money. Hit a like. With that being said, Shorty Logic Podcast, we out of here.
Bye, y'all.